Good morning, scholars. Today is Monday, April 27th. We're going to be looking at lesson 21 this week called Rescue Sue. UE spells long U. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, last week was also about long U. So if I flip back, and I'll see also that EW spelled long U. And in the lesson before, double O also spells long U. Many ways to spell long U. Vowel pairs are tricky, so you're going to have to be thinking about them, looking at them, focusing on them. When you write the word, does it look right? And go with that also. First thing it says is to read the pattern words fast. I practiced, so I have my check mark already in place. But let's stand up and you can read the pattern words fast. Are you ready? Let's begin. True, glue, blue, do, cruel, avenue, clue, rescue, continue, argue, value, and statue. So, check it off. The next thing has us underline the UE in every word, so I've underlined, and I'm circling UE. You can see that I've already done the first three. UE, UE, and you can keep going through. At first I thought, oh, it's easy, UE's at the end. But then I see, no, not here. And then I thought, wait a minute, last week EW was at the end too. So we can't go and throw a UE in the middle, EW at the end, because it doesn't work with this pattern. So we just have to spell them, think about them, focus on them. The next thing they ask us to do is rhyme time. We are really good at rhyming. Which pattern words? So I'm going to underline that. Rhyme with Sue. Sue, true. It rhymes, so I'm going to write it. Start with the T, R, U, E. All letters start at the top. I fed my brain 4 ways. I see it, I saw it, I heard it, and I wrote it. So do that there at home. The next one, Sue, glue. It rhymes also. You can see I practiced again. G, rule breaker, goes below the line. L, U, E. Feed that brain. See it, say it, hear it, and write it. Research shows that when you write things, the motor memory up to your brain helps you to remember them. I have 11 lines and I have 12 words, so I know that 11 of these words are going to rhyme with Sue, but I go down here and I see which pattern word doesn't rhyme with Sue. And I'm going to give you a hint. It begins with a C, so maybe that'll help you narrow that down. All right, let's go down to our heart words. Heart words are words that don't look the way they are sound or don't sound the way they look and spelled. So our 3 heart words are through, thought, enough. Although they all have the O-U-G-H in them, we have different sounds. Through, oo, thought, ah, enough. Double F. These are old English words that have been carried over to modern English. They are not spelled anywhere near the way they look. In the old days, they might have said more of these letters. It might have been thrug, thug-hut. We don't say them that way anymore. But do you remember back when we had would, could, and should, and we had the mnemonic Old Uncle Larry Danced? Well, I've got one for this too, O-U-G-H. Old, and I would write this down. Old Uncle Gary, instead of Larry, it's his brother Gary. Old Uncle Gary hopped. Instead of danced, he hopped. He didn't have any rhythm. Old Uncle Gary hopped. O-U-G-H. O-U-G-H. Old Uncle Gary hopped. Just like in Because, babies eat carrots and usually something else or soggy eggs. We use a mnemonic to help us remember O-U-G-H. Or you can just O-U-G-H, O-U-G-H, O-U-G-H. But I like this. Old Uncle Gary hopped. So with that in my mind, I'm thinking about that all week, I'm going to go ahead and look at the first one. Which heart word looks like dough and sounds like stew? So I'm going to make my eyeballs in looks. I'm going to make my ear above this one. It looks like dough and sounds like stew. So I'm going to say them. Stew. Through. Oh, it's got the O-U-G-H. I bet it's through. Stew thought. No, stew enough. Nope. First one is through. So we're going to feed our brains 4 ways. We're going to see it, say it, hear it, and write it. You ready? Let's begin. T starts at the top. H starts at the top. There's our digraph. TH. Th. One time we get to stick our tongue out, and it's okay. Through. Through. Here the R. And then my old Uncle Gary hopped through. This is a homophone, like through the ball, but this is not through the ball. This is walk through the door. All right. The next ones I think you can do on your own. Let's just take a look. Which heart word rhymes, that's our key word, with caught? So you're going to say, hear them, see which one rhymes. Which heart word has the smaller word? Ooh, this is a cool word, ought. You ought not to do that. Sounds very proper, doesn't it? You ought not to do that. Which heart word has the smaller word rough in it? Now, today we have to do 2 pages because we have a lot of work in our lesson this week, but they're not difficult. We're good with rhyming. We got old Uncle Gary hopped in our brain. I'm going to slide over here and take a look at the next page, 141, and it's more heart word work. Old Uncle Gary hopped. I'm going to fill in 2 more. Which heart word is the past tense? That means happened in the past. Usually we add ed, but there's no ed, so I know it's not an ed past tense. But remember when we talked about some past tense words are just spelled differently? Let's try this one together. Which heart word is the past tense of think? I think I will go. I think on the problem for a while. I thought about that problem for a while. So I did it in the past. I thought you were going to be there, but you weren't. So let's write thought there. Let's see it, say it, hear it, and write it. You ready? Let's do thought. Start at the top. T-H, digraph. O-U-G-H, old Uncle Gary hopped, thought. And I need to put a T at the end. Thought. Excellent. Our last little bit is the sound of spelling. Now, if you need to take a break, because this is kind of taxing, take a break. Go to the garderobe, get a drink of water, jump up and down 20 times, twirl around 3 times, touch your toes, whatever. Take a break if you need to, and then get right back at it. This is the spelling of sounds. So this is going to be all about how does something sound. So I'll make my ear, I'll give them an earring this time. Okay, we're going to listen. Mapping sound to spelling. Sound, very important, underline it. Look at how the spelling of the word glue can be divided up into 3 speech sounds. So you can see we're looking at the sounds. We do these almost every lesson, so you're familiar with how they work. But let's just review a couple of them. So glue, G-L-U. Here's the spelling, here's the sound. UE is a vowel pair, so it's going to share a box. So we're going to look at the pattern words in this grid. We're going to write the spelling of each speech sound, make another ear, in each pattern word in this grid. All right, write the spelling of each speech sound pattern word grid. Got it. Say the word, write it out. Don't forget to write the word at the end. The first word is do. It only has 2 speech sounds. The next 2 boxes are blanked out, grayed out, because nothing goes there. So if you get here and you still got a sound, you know you got to go back and fix this. Do. D. Hear the D, and I hear the U. U, E, vowel pair. And then I have to go over here and write the word. See it, say it, hear it, and write it. Ready, begin. D, U, E. Saying them out loud and writing them really does help. Okay, that's your work for today, for Monday. Hope you think about old Uncle Gary hopping while old Uncle Larry's dancing. Till next time, go out, do great works.